Today, we are going to talk about the next film of Webhead, Spider-Man Brand New Day, but specifically the leaked images of the film recordings that are happening in Glasgow in Scotland. Van of the Punisher directly from HQ's Swing and Web we haven't had since the spectacular Spider-Man. Military tank, the middle of New York. Character of Sadie Sink. In the film supposedly revealed uncontrolled Hulk destroying the city mentally controlled by Mr. Negative. New, colorful Spider-Man suit faithful to the comic. All this is not even half of the leaks. So settle down wherever you are, and let's go. New phase for the Spider. Before we talk about the costume, we need to talk about when they revealed this costume to us. Sony posted a short video of 9 minutes showing pieces of the costume. Then they released a teaser with Tom Holland wearing the new costume, that in theory is the same costume of the final scene of No Way Home, with some small differences between the final costume and the new made for the film, with the difference that the one in the scene was entirely made of CGI, and this they did for the actor. And this is very good considering that most of the last Tom Holland's Spider-Man costumes entirely of CGI, with him wearing a motion capture suit, but now it is a real costume, and serious. That beautiful costume, colorful costume, totally comic looking like it came out of a comic page. It is one of the best live-action Spider-Man costumes, if not the best. In my opinion is the best, surpassing the costume of the spectacular Spider-Man 2, with this costume being a clear inspiration to the other costumes of spiders, with high-relief webs and the legs of the spider curved as in Tobey's costume, along with the high-relief webs in the costume, and with similar long paws of Andrew's costume. How good it is to see this new phases of the films of heroes with colorful uniforms, and a direct adaptation of the HQs. A fantastic fantasy costume. A direct adaptation of the HQs without technology Stark hand sewn in a machine. No longer being the Iron Man Jr., since no Avenger knows his identity. Now speaking of the web shooter, we see that it is divided and larger to store more web cartridges at the bottom. I think they win to these pictures. If it was circular as a bracelet similar to the HQ would be perfect, but I did not find this model bad, no. And really being friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, with Peter visiting the grave of Aunt May, and MJ also in the scene. A new phase for Spider-Man. No girlfriend, friends, alone. Paying rent, reconciling the life of Spider-Man with work. This film should follow a Spider-Man 2 style, with scenes of Spider-Man saving children during the chase with the military tank, thing we had not seen with this Spider-Man. With Peter Parker suffering sad alone, but who always gets up, keeps moving forward. A very good breath in the midst of all this multiversal phase of Marvel, with an urban film, and see Spider-Man swinging by cables. Something we haven't had since the spectacular Spider-Man, a web swing practice. In this photo here that I wanted to mention because it is very beautiful, the Spider-Man taking photo with the fan is very good. This contact of the actor with the fans waiting there with, if Spider-Man really exists, this is practically a marketing ready for the movie. The whole photo and videos gives a very good vibe. Is fantastic for a fan of the Spider see that new phase urban to the hero.
Ready?
Characters in the movie? These images and videos that have leaked are of the same scene in the film, the tank chase scene in New York, and all recordings of this scene have already been finished, with police, black cars of criminals, and even the Punisher involved in perjury. With your van directly from the comics, and Spider-Man will try to talk with the Punisher. With him pointing a gun at Spider-Man, and Spider-Man swinging through the city will be the tank. With explosions and the spider trying to open the seat of the tank's driver, it is interesting to comment that the chasing tank has a demon symbol. Very likely that this military truck is the demons of Mr. Negative. Spider-Man will try to change the route of the truck with the webs, and in the end, Peter must use a web grenade to stop the tank. The Hulk is also confirmed in the film, and very probably must be controlled mentally by Mr. Negative retorting his monster form, destroying everything and attacking the city wildly. A Hulk out of control can explain the presence of Punisher in the film, since the Punisher is a character for larger, who kills and uses weapons. Now put him to shoot a green monster don't have much trouble, since the Spider-Man movies usually have a more free rating. Now this film promises to be the darkest of all. Rumors indicate that Peter will suffer from depression in the film, with a more mature Peter alone, and obsessed with being Spider-Man. With the spider next to the Punisher indicating the more mature tone of the film, possibly the Daredevil returning to this film, since the city is a complete chaos due to the event of Daredevil Born Again, with Wilson Fisk as mayor of New York initiating a hunt for the vigilantes. That will have a conclusion in the second season, but should leave hooks for Spider-Man Brand New Day. The second season of Daredevil Born Again has a release date set for March 2026. In the case of the Punisher, who ended up stuck in Fisk's lair in the special, that will have its premiere in 2026. But before Brand New Day, most likely, with even imagining a scene PA's credits connecting with the next Spider movie.
Everything from me, Spider-Man. Now, I'm taking it all back.
Confirmed villains. Of confirmed villains, we have the Michael Mando's Scorpion, and even posting your makeup for the character, the Tombstone, and the Boomerang. And another that should not be a villain but an antagonist is the return of a Wild Hulk. Very probably should be controlled by Mr. Negative. That HQs have powers to control people's minds. And a second rumors the Tarantula, highlighting the urban street villains, and perhaps some involvement of the Black Cat, possibly being played by Sadie Sink. We cannot rule out any participation of Need Leeds as a villain, and we have indications of this happening where in Spider-Man No Way Home, with the spiders telling about how their friends became villains and even died. Need promised that he would not become a super villain, but now that everyone has forgotten the identity of Peter, he no longer has ties with this promise. And he, having magic in his family, as he told Doctor Strange, Need was Peter's best friend. Imagine the void that must have remained in your mind, of knowing that there is something missing but do not know what. This can make him crazy and possibly turn the Hobgoblin and want to go after Spider-Man somehow. And the Goblin is the only Goblin who uses magic. So that theory has everything to become reality. But seeing the way that the film is following with an urban plot, do not think this should happen. But nothing prevents it from happening in a possible movie sequence.
Not again.
News in the cast? A novelty in the cast we have is actor Tremel Tillman. According to rumors, he must be the Tombstone. Now another rumor that is high is Joe Keery as Harry Osborn. It seems that they are getting the whole cast of Stranger Things. I find this idea interesting. Let's see if it really happens. There is a rumor that Yelena Belova will appear in this film, quite possibly in some mission they meet. I think it's quite possible that this will happen. Was supposedly confirmed the character of Sadie Sink in the film. This woman with blonde hair was found in the sets of recordings, and many are saying that it is Sadie Inc. as Gwen Stacy. I think it really looks like her, but it has already been confirmed that it is not. This does not prevent Sadie Sink is really Gwen and will be in these recordings open. I think she fits the character, and believe me, if she really is Gwen, she should not be just Gwen, friend of Peter. Sure. Marvel and Sony has bigger plans for her as Spider-Gwen. And you thought of the video? Do not forget to give the like if you liked it, and subscribe be in the channel if you liked the content. Thank you for watching.